press conference they did in November, calling for bipartisan. And part of it too was asking for money. In the sum of, well, he made an estimation, let's say about $50 million. So anyway, moving forward, the government.
1 second.
Accepted.
1 second, blue collar. Can everybody mute their mic so that blue collar can speak without the feedback? Chairman, can you mute your mic, please, sir?
Yeah. So on November 3rd, like I was saying, they had a press conference asking for a bipartisan between the government and the opposition. The government accepted and started to move forward in terms of setting up a Melissa Relief Committee where the government is the ruling government, of course, but they would incorporate the opposition to come out and figure out the best way to move the country forward. Well, a news came out maybe about 2 days ago where the opposition, Philip Powell, Business House, opposition leader of Business House, Philip Powell, saying that they will not take part in a bipartisanship committee with the government.
Blue collar also mentioned that they begged the government to do something like this. Don't forget out the part where they were literally asking the government to do this. So then they declined it. So don't forget to mention that.
Right. They begged. On the press conference, I'm talking about Miss Dolly had tears in her eyes up there speaking on the behalf of her constituency about the plight and the need of her people. You understand me? And then when the Prime Minister agreed to take them up on this bipartisanship, they said, no, they don't want to be a part of it. I don't know what kind of dirty games and politics they're playing with people's lives and future. And now I think it's a move because they did not get what they wanted. They only got $10 million in funds to allocate for their constituency. I know they wanted more, but as you can see, Jamaica is in a state of rebuilding. We don't even know how much it's going to take to rebuild Jamaica. You understand me? We don't know. We don't have an exact figure. And here come them asking for this enormous sum of money where the country don't have right now to give them. And then they're going to back out of the bipartisanship committee for the Melissa Relief. And then actors, then I know they're going to play it in the future, They're going to try to play it back at the government and say, you see, we tell you if you do it this way, you never do it. And look there now. You understand me?
But
remember,
remember, not to cut your blue collar, they also run on social media and tell the public that they asked for a helicopter and they never get it.
Didn't get it.
You know what, blue collar? I'm just going to interject something what you just said.
Go ahead.
They did that. You see, when they did that press conference and asked for the $50 million, they asked for that $50 million knowing they wasn't going to get it. And by them not getting it, right, they're using it to campaign, release their minions all over social media, right? And this man could have brought, the opposition leader still hasn't come back and say, this is a time for unity, or even speak to his people. So they're literally actively campaigning in a natural disaster. But I really think it's hurting them more than it's hurting the Prime Minister. They haven't seen it yet, but I think it's hurting them more.
It is going to hurt them, because how can you not unite in a time like this? You put the proposal forward and then you came back and you renege and come out of it for whatever reason. They didn't give a pliable reason why they say they don't want to be a part of the committee.
Guess what happened? Remember during COVID, all certain procedures they suspended because they want to get the things through faster. At the same thing the bipartisan committee would have done. So you wouldn't have to go through the parliamentary committees and everything there. So all of the things them where that the protocols them, they would be set aside, Not eliminated but set aside, and then the due diligence would have been done after. Because you want to get the bureaucracy out of the way, figure the help and the supply and the money and everything, fast track to the people them. Now everything now have to go through either. So if them out of the process, them can always call corruption and thief and this and that. But when they're in the process, them can't do that. So it's a futuristic political move them make. You understand me? And
So
them
they
know
slow
say
down the
because the things are
process.
gonna move fast. You understand me? And them can't complain because they will be a part of the process too. If something go wrong, but if something go right, the government will get the praise and them now get any of the praise if they were a part of the body, you know. But then understand say people not stupid no more. I just feed them supporters alone about the foolishness, you know. Feed them supporters alone.
So they accomplished two things by not being a part of that committee, right? They just like Punko said, one of the things they accomplished, they got future ammunition, and in the current time, what they accomplished is tying the government onto the barracks.
At the expense of the Jamaican people and the Jamaican people's life they're playing with, and they're not seeing this. So we can up here and we have this grandiose stand, but it is not just a government thing, it's a Jamaica thing, and the opposition party do not want to play fair. You understand me? They do not.
If you look at history, this is not new what they're doing. That party is known for putting party over people. That's why we had 18 years of what we went through with no growth. Jamaica wasn't having no growth for 18. We didn't have no growth for 18 years under their rule. That was my whole entire childhood and teenage years living in Jamaica. No growth, bro. And that's facts.
What I want to go back to is I hear the guy saying something about the hotel thing. You understand? I realize when it comes to the misinformation cycle, you can't just skip over things. You have to beat it like a drum. You see me? As the one Boju that says, you see me? You can't just skip over these things. Understand that most of the people them on the panel understand the rules. But you see when you buck up in the confused, you have to beat it. Don't let it go. If a man saying understand why the people them not going to hotel, don't just explain it to him. Make sure say understand because you know, when I left the conversation like he's still confused, you see me?
More to something, man. Sorry about my background, come there work, right? Sorry about my background. You know, say when you hear people are shout and attack about the government now, they nothing. Remember saying it's all of them soldiers there, police them, NWA nurses assistant, warders, all them people there. The people that still have to get paid now. I'm actually explaining for a Noel program one night. I say, the government side of things have to operate same way. So all the government expectations that was expected before Melissa have to carry on simultaneously with the recovery process. People don't understand say it's like a two different country around right now. Because if you deal with Westmoreland, you understand me? And the western end, and you have to deal with the other end of the island plus the whole government at large, right? And people don't understand say, we get them other additional money. Them take the money, give the people money. No, the process has to be managed properly. Else, you know what's going to happen? You're going to do like Omar Davis do and run the country in a bankruptcy. And guess what you're going to do? Go back to the IMF and you're going to kick away all the gains that you make. All of the gains that you make. So Andrew do the right thing.
Punkos, you see how we over here and we are explaining and we are check all avenues of possibilities, bro. If you go on, like this morning I was on their platform, and the fact of the matter is I can't even bring forth any information to them, Virgin. It's like those people are never gonna learn, because if you cannot listen where somebody can even tell us something for you, even go look feed for yourself if it make any sense. They cannot learn anything, Virgin, because they don't want to take even a minute to listen, bro.
You're right, You're right on that. I suppose brought down some knowledge to Nikisha, she call herself. And when the man broke it down, said she never know about what NH. I can't remember if it was Punkos. Don't get me wrong. I think somebody was explaining to her, NHS, or all of the 500,000, the 3.5, and what else? I tap into the insurance as well. I think it was that. Break that down. I know the next day I see woman panel, I spread misinformation. I'm like, yo. So what was all of that?
Listen,
the
bro.
ones that shall right,
They come on. You see, if you're not say where these people are saying, Virgin, Nothing what you say don't make no sense, even if what you say is the truth. So me find out that the only way to get certain things to these people, bro, is like say you have to inner the trenches with them and you just give them the real thing and then you give them some laughter. You give them the truth and you give them laughter because that are the only way to register, bro. If you come up against them like you try to say, with them now say, them not having it, bro. Not at all.
Robinson, may I show you something? They must have take the whole of soldier them from out of camp, right? All right. You realize that nobody not talk about St. Thomas, nobody not talk about Pastor Clarendon, nobody not talk about St. Mary and Portland, right? And the soldier them down there in a St. Mary, because St. Mary largest still now not electricity, you know. You understand me? Highgate of Port Maria, but the rest of St. Mary not electricity, you know. You understand me? Parts of Portland still not electricity. And the soldier them in these areas that are not badly affected by water or wind, but the power lines and the supply lines and broken road they broke way. Right, but then have the total devastation like the western end. The soldier them there. They want all of the police and soldiers for left Kingston or left something and come down western Jamaica. Like the crime now not still existing. Like the police not have duty same way. People just who not have that even high school diploma want tell a man how to run a country who never even run them on a yard, much less. You understand me? People don't understand the dexterity of running a country while having a disaster.
Bro,
right?
You're lucky.
The main about them come. Oh, you see that the city them a plan now. City them a plan now.
Me not cut you, bro. You're lucky you got a high school diploma, bro. Brethren, these people couldn't lead a pack of ants to a picnic, brethren. These are the people who out here are throat, but them have ideas and this is what the government should do and that is what the government should do. They can't lead a pack of ants to a picnic.
Noel, I mean Robinson, on Noel Live. But did notice that two people were explaining what the government should have done. And while they were explaining what the government should have done, they were literally explaining what the government was doing. And me and Punkus was calling it out in the live. We were like, that is what the government is doing. They literally kept mentioning ideas that the government should do and that the government is actually actively implementing. So it just listen, them not looking at information. It's very clear that they're not looking for information or they're not looking at information.
Them in your woman a ball, woman say, oh shit. They don't want advanced party, not even advanced party. When I party them where go down with like the minister health, go administer medicine. And, you know, when you pick it up and realize that she's actually a nurse. So she go down and she give people medicine and them thing there. And you know, it kinda got me thinking. Yes, and the woman saying, oh, the government do nothing. I'm like, somebody point it out and say, but come on, you work for the government. So the fact that you go down there, go give out medicine, that is the government. How well are they? How did you get down there if the government never cleared the road?
One nurse. Come on, sorry, we got to come on. It's one nurse, right? Black River Hospital did overstock on tetanus shot. Overstock, you know.
I see a woman here that see a woman.
Well,
I think I you the liquor in it.
But me I say to you, Black River Hospital they overstock on tetanus shot. You understand me? And in a one day, the day after the disaster, right? All of the tetanus shot was done, was finished because of the amount of people. I remember saying, you know, say a hospital generally, I say like say, just argument say 200 people per day, right? You see 20,000 people now at one time. You understand me? Want some type of variety of medical attention, right? And the tetanus shot them. So you have people who go rob and thief and get cut on them something like injured by a nail and zinc and buckle. Come at the hospital and forget something. You have to treat them too. But just imagine say you overstock on tetanus shot. I done in a one day just based on the sheer volume and people are gonna say, oh, so if them announce the boy Black River out of tetanus shot or the government never prepare, you have 10 times the stock we normally have. But the volume of people is just not the volume of people come, you know, have the resources to fulfill all of that. People don't understand. You understand me? I remember it's a space problem, you know. So when people from Black River, Savalama, or other hospitals, and Children Hospital, I go say, listen, no, when we went to the hospital, all the supplies were in water, in a mud. What the government for do? Remember saying that them stockpile, but the thing them in case for after the event, you know, right? And the thing that when them stockpile pan, gone with the water, right?
But
So you
But
have to go get fresh supplies now, you know.
but logic could have dictated say the fact that you have these celebrities would have reached to people in these areas. What we want to know is why these people not ask some of them mad people where I spread misinformation. How was they able to get to these people?
Listen, you know what start the first thing in this? The first step we start all of this misinformation is the greedy Jamaican people who have brethren, where I call them people are foreign and I tell them say them nah no money, them nah no food, them not see nobody. That cause we see the wave, you know. That was the first step of this agenda where them have brethren. When the little scammer them they here and them a call them auntie, them uncle and them brother and them sister are foreign and I say, yo, we not have no food, we not see no government, and we not see this and we not see that because them people are foreign for send them money. So them give them story to get money out of them pocket. That was the starting of all of this misinformation we see go on on social media. I don't know if you don't realize that.
But all of the well-thinking people didn't know so that gonna happen before it happened. You understand? I'm surprised. I got people in Jamaica that when me call up on a thing say, yo, I have to go free up on a thing, you know. When I tell me something good man, they say, oh?
But the thing is, you go overflow the system and then say the government not prepared. If you have a hospital that have 10,000 beds and 20,000 people go to that same hospital, what do you think gonna happen?
But mind
Then
but remember, blue collar, we're dealing with, listen, bro, it's psychological. It's not just what we see. So there's something bigger to it, bro. We're dealing with some people who think that Andrew Holness met the storm and send him come to Jamaica, bro. So you see, we can argue all day and say, oh, them can't get it, this, that. They're never gonna get it, bro. The fact that they believe that is actually true, bro, shows that we have a basket to carry water, brethren. You cannot get no information to these people, bro, at all. Them brain dead.
You see, the problem that Jamaica is going to have now moving forward is a STEM problem. We don't have enough engineers, civil engineers, structural engineers to help to reconstruct the country. We have to get outside help to come in and to come back to build some of these roads and stuff like that. That's the problem, and that's some of the things that they should be talking about. How we're going to fix it.
We are import labor and worker there, and people there want work.
No. Yeah, go here say, no, what do I know again, right? When the people, when England said to send 2.5 million, is that all cash? Don't these people realize that if England send a container that come out 2.5? So when a country say it give a monetary value, that come out of everything, even if them take a plane come visit, that it come out of monetary, because England have a treasury where them have to answer to.
Yep.
Every country that pledge money as a treasury, where them have to answer to. So they must be, so they must be guarantees and wherever they must put them, they assign them name to. They have to show where to go.
But bro, that again, come and go on, them can't get that, bro, because in a for them head, them must say, all right, the Prime Minister should have started spending the money already. He should have start. Listen, this is what one tell me this morning. The Prime Minister should have started build one house to the people them already, Virgin. That's where somebody tell me this morning, bro. That for sure, and you see from them ask that, me ask them what is the purpose of the government, because that makes me know who me I deal with. These people don't even understand how a party shop run, much less a government, bro. And them not take a second out of them time to listen to anything that anybody with sense as a virgin.
Robinson, but the government can't build a house because they can't put the house back on that same land that the hurricane mash up, where the sea came in from Black River, at least 2 miles inland. and
Wait,
take
wait.
back everything back into the sea.
Where I talk about my the man they want another Venice, man. The man they want Venice. The man they want to see the Jamaica con. You know, they want to see housebound water, man. That's what they want.
Bro, the people them, they don't even take us. You see, planning is very important, you know. And if you notice, this is why these people don't. You hear them bash against the smart city. These people don't want to do any form of planning, Virgin. Them just want to jump and go start do things. Life no works, so Virgin. You have to plan. You have to budget. That is how a country is run. You know what the first thing them they start say as the storm done? The government have backup money if you take their money there and start give the people them and build house. Virgin, totally disregarding that the government still have teachers to pay, still have soldiers, police, all of the government workers them to pay, plus them still have the country for run, Virgin. These are the people who run out here and try to give ideas.
But remember the Prime Minister had to remind them in the Parliament, you know, that, yo, boss, we have bills to pay. yo, me know you want 50 mil, but we got bills to pay. And if I point out and I say, yo, this one they are coming, that the one they are coming, and we don't know what the future look like. So, for assessing, I know they don't like the word assess, because there are a bunch of people who are telling the government, say, to go move. A bunch of people going to put in a hotel, but we don't even know the state of the hotel them. So never act like the hurricane does. Never go to the hotel them. Like the hotel them in perfect condition.
Brother.
Come on. What on the come on?
Listen, bro.
Come on.
Me no business with nobody. Me no business with nobody wants to say, bro. You cannot put these people in no hotel, Virgin. That is a foolish idea. You can put them somewhere else, but not the hotel. Because if you put these people in a hotel, Virgin, me now ask them to damage the people and property, bro. So you see, after all of them get back their house, the hotel them are going to be in a problem, Virgin. When it comes to repair, Virgin. Me now want we go on like we figure out the type of people them we are dealing with in a Virgin.
Yo, we answer something.
But Robin, what on the come on? What on the Robinson? You know, say the argument about hotel is a very backward argument.
Foolishness.
Because you look on about 650,000 people displaced. You understand me? I have 35,000 hotel rooms. Who you going to select to go to the hotel then?
Yeah.
You understand me? It make no sense.
Yo, want to ask a man, put your day pass again. How you want to buy you? How much one day pass? I'm like, you're trying to advocate for the government to commandeer hotels. Like these are not private entities. You want the government to go in and commandeer hotels for your citizens. Like, okay, is this free?
Yo, and check this out. Let's go deeper with the hotel situation. It's privately owned. The hotels are not owned by the government. And so when you put them in there, the hotel gonna put their staff in there to take care of them. The hotel might go open up the kitchen. The hotel is gonna open up their kitchen for these people.
No, but
if I'm a stakeholder or a shareholder in these hotels, I don't want nobody into. I'm not gonna turn my hotel into a
DJ. The minute them people are checking, the minute them check. Hold on now. The minute them the person. The minute them check in, Virgin, by the time them a check out, them take all of the hotel towel, bro. All of the towel them and the sheet them missing, bro.
But Robinson,
if you track the response when they give, when you try to give them this logic, you know, when they say, oh, but the government did it in COVID, what's the difference between a category 5 storm impact and the ramification of that and COVID? Remember, you ain't got no outstanding bill for go bill back no house in a COVID.
come on, you know that the tourism is the lifeline of Jamaica, right? So how you are going to house over 600,000 people in hotels when the resorts are the lifeline of Jamaica economic growth? I think it's at least how much
Blue collar. You say that out loud and somebody's gonna say, you're so insensitive, man. You're worried about the money. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, no, when you talk them kind of logical way there, you're just worrying about the money. Why are you talking about the money? People like it. There's a man right now.
Look, somebody in the comment section say, them a got thief. Listen, bro, somebody said them a got thief every spoon, plate, sheet, etc. gone. So you see, watch this now. Me know why we go like say we don't know who we are, virgin. Food people, but we know how we stay. Not the whole of we know, but we know what go on. You see, after them put the hurricane come, them put the people in them hotel. You see, when time after the hurricane, the government build back the houses and all of them stuff there. Now they have to move those people from the hotel back to their homes. Now the hotel have to clean, things have to get repaired, all of the walls maybe have to paint, all of these things have to go get done. Because none of them have them credit card on file to pay for any damages, bro. So them now got business what happening there. Cause you see
Credit card.
brother,
What
blue collar, bless up solid, blue collar, you see.
Hear me I say.
Watch it, 1 second, solid. 1 second, bro. You see, when me and my wife go down and go area, bro, and we put credit card on file. You see, when time, me see Pitney a rush and I do certain things we are gonna damage anything, bro. Me I make Pitney stay one place in a virgin. Because me know if it mash up and me I go pay feet, virgin. When you just lego them people in the hotel room, then can't even build back them own house, so they can't buy back for fix nothing in the hotel. When you move out the whole of them people out of the hotel after you build house, give them, who fix back the hotel? So you just mash up 2 places, virgin.
The amount of the government after that, Lawrence, the amount of lawsuit. Listen, even a regular Jamaican with no hurricane, when a regular Jamaican got on the North Coast to spend a weekend, they might come back home with something from the hotel. Listen, they do that all the time, bro.
Panel, beg on a minute. I can't stay too long, so I beg a minute. Because the discussion are kind of big and broad, you know. Hear what I say? A man, the brother here drop a solid point. And hear what I say? You can't house in 600,000 people no time in an hotel in Jamaica. Never. Because just like the man said, at the tourist infrastructure, that's so most of the money, the revenue coming in a yard. Zin, a moment that Robinson, me not hear you again.
I show you mother here. See you have a whole light ball up in a yard. See you
yeah, man, mommy, enough respect, you know. We always see you coming, you come through, you know. We always see that the comment, you know. Now me see you live and direct. Love you always, enough respect. Yeah, so me I say no, brother. Yes, man.
All right. Yes,
yeah,
sorry
no.
for cut you, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, me I say no. The 600,000 people for put in a hotel, virgin, I going put them people plus the tourists way. Because even so to speak, me see whole heap of people are foreigners still want to go down to Jamaica, go have vacation, you know. Right now, you know, I know a whole heap of people who want to go down there, you know. I not tell about no Jamaican, tourist people. See? So, like when I say, and me and you would have done there or some other decent, you have decent people which in fact you could have put our hotel. But the majority we know, I go destroy the place, brother. Because we have decent people who get mashed up in the storm, and you have some ghetto people too, where we put in there, and in reality, then take care of it. But trust me, we know, like you said, Robinson, we know the people who we have to deal with. We self. Terrible. Nah, go easy.
I wouldn't say them are going to destroy the place, but I say look on it as normal wear and you know?
Brother, hear me I say. And I like say, when them people done all wall mash up like a hurricane come through this, you know.
Exactly.
And just like when you say, who are going to provide the food? Because the food feed them the amount of people there. And so say the government to fix, make back house with them. First, let me tell you one something I don't understand. You see right now, everybody will get displaced, brother. Them have to go severe up back them land there, you know. Them land they down there have to go sort out back right now towards one. You know. People will never own land. You go hear them say the government take for them land, you know. No listen out enough for that, you know. Me I tell you what go on.
Yeah, bro. But solid. To add to that, bro. Not trying to be insensitive, but it's just the fact and the way of the law work, virgin. A lot of these people don't own the land, virgin. They're just living there. No, me not go argue if them forget back any land or whatever. That is not what me argue upon. I'm just saying, when them go in at the tax office and go do what them need to do with the paperwork or whatever, and them say you don't have a land, you cannot get back a house, virgin. They cannot build back house on land that not belong to you. They you not have no papers, virgin.
No,
So,
but
It can't be regular wear and tear in the boss. Remember, start drunk people that deal with now. When they start fight down in the hotel, right? When they start mark up on people wall and them something there. Brother, you talk about a mass of people who have different cultural background and ethnic background and social background in one place.
but Punkos, remember
No disrespect to the people, but none of them never have inside bathroom, brother.
Them are gonna stand up for the people them toilet, brother.
No, but even when you go for holiday, you do damage without even wanting to do damage.
Come on. You're dealing with a group of people who don't even want to abide by the rules and the laws of the country, bro. These are they don't pay any tax. That is foremost. We know enough of them down there not paying no tax. They don't contribute nothing to the country. And you want to take the whole of them go put in our hotel, Virgin? What do you think I got happen after? These people don't abide by the rules and the laws of the country, bro. They are abide by the hotel rules and laws.
Look what they do to the drainage system in Jamaica.
Extended stays, hotel, like in America.
They throw rubbish in the drainage system and block you up, and then cause the government say drainage system black up.
You know, the only exception will be to that if Jamaica had extended stays hotels, like here in America, right? You could have said, okay, adjust the room they might occupy. But this is a resort.
Brother,
you understand me? They're a completely different thing.
Listen, even if Jamaica did have extending stay like in America, you can't put them there, brother.
Yo, me I jump out, you know, but going back on the work floor, you know, up and up.
Yeah, man.
Listen, Robinson.
Yo.
Mr. Robinson, we are chichi.
Look here. Remember what you met Robinson said, if I'm like bro God, and me need to put them people somewhere, me get the soldier them. I'm going to build some long plyhouse. Everybody get a one room. I'm going to build some long one poly for bathroom where people just go beard out there, so.
No, big man, that's so like the 1944 again. Nah,
brother, where you going to build 3-bedroom give them and then
concentration camp.
Let me tell you what me think. Me not know nothing, but this is what me would have do, right? The minute me sister me tell them mandatory evacuation before the storm and nobody no move. Alright, boom, storm come. Now is our next mandatory evacuation again now. You see this evacuation a brute force me I use, Virgin. You see if you don't come willingly, me I take you by force and me I put the whole on in the national stadium. Me I take a census of who did have the what or whatever how much people in their family. Me I build one bathroom, one kitchen, one living room, and left space for you build the rest of your home, bro. Me not build back no brand new house gear, bro.
I want to do a quick poll. If you would permit me, Mr. Robinson, can I do a quick poll? Something I played my mind when it comes to one of the talking points of the propagandists. Me not gonna say them a PNP, but it seems like a whole heap of them on the side there. One thing we want, right? When you come up on social media, I am ball every day. You say I'm gonna ball 3 years, you know. You wanna say, oh, the people that must say they're hungry. I wanna ask, is it just me? It's how much of uno? If we be in a them situation where them people there right now, uno that traffic line. Is it just me? Because I know someone home between and when me have my basket full. Me not tell nobody something good. Is it just me?
And not just you, bro. At that cause the problem.
If we understand the psychology of our people and we know what them are going to do up front, why is it so? Why the money takes it from the government so much? And you know them people.
You ever hear the something I say? Fox can't get a grip, so you say sour or something like so. That is what I feel like I go out with Andrew Holness, Virgin.
You know what, Robinson? What irks me the most, as we're not that old, right? And there's a lot of old Jamaicans, older Jamaicans, men and women, on social media, go after the PM about not being ready, right? And these are people that is like grandmothers and grandfathers, right? And they have been so critical about what's going on right now. But we could look at history. These people was not, they were a part of the 18 years of rule, and there was nobody doing anything to prepare us for hurricane. And we've been having hurricane season every year for a long time. You see me, I say, but no, all of a sudden, they're so worried about being prepared and all these things. But when they were in power for 18 years, they were building any shelter that's solely for hurricanes.
So
right? Then destroy the economy, so we're not ready.
Can I interrupt you for a minute and just ask you something?
You see me?
Can I ask you something, sir?
Go ahead.
So what is the sense of preparing a country for a disaster? And then when the disaster hit, the resources that you prepare the country for, and you're not giving it to the people. What's the sense of that?
Okay, so what's your definition of being prepared? What is your definition of being prepared?
Well, I'm just piggybacking off of what you said.
But what I'm saying is this.
I'm assuming. Wait a minute. I'm assuming that you're referring to the insurance. That's
not what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about
before assuming
but my definition of being prepared is this. The way I think a country can be prepared for a hurricane, I'm not talking about going down to the store and buy bread or clean out drain and them things. I'm talking about being able for the people, them give them a raise so them can make good money, so them can build a better house, they can put on a nice roof, right?
And is the government doing that?
No, listen, the government is not responsible for building a nice house on you. The government already building all the houses that the government built for the last 9 years survived the hurricane, bro.
What I'm
saying is this: give the people them financial independence by creating jobs.
DJ, don't forget what did I go say. Don't forget what did I go say. Based up, because you're on that topic, them. You know what me hear them say this morning? Guess what them said this morning about the house, them, Virgin. This is how I show you. So we are work with some brain dead people. The people they say 90% of the house them a PNP bill still standing. The board house them a PNP bill down there. Down in that area them say them still standing, and the rest of them blow down, Virgin.
A lot of them are telling, but the thing is, a lot of them don't. Your definition of being prepared, how the government prepare a country for a hurricane is giving them a financial freedom where they can get raises. They got raises for their work, right? By raising the minimum wage. Hence, they have more money. Then can put away a little bit for your rainy day. Then can build a better house, right? Then can have paying off the debts. So the government have a surplus of money. So we can have to build back after a hurricane. Because this is a category 5 hurricane.
Let me ask you something.
A lot of damage.
Let me ask you something. And I hate to interrupt, but me I go work, so me have to just chip in and chip out. But what is the purpose of a government?
To provide the most essential services to the people. Essential services being healthcare, police, fire department, and making sure that the people can live their day-to-day lives.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this now. Why is it in Jamaica that those services are seen as a privilege to the people?
It's not seen as a privilege to the people. Let me tell you what is seen as a privilege. People thinking that the government is required to build back your house. That is a privilege.
Matthew, ask him what is Jamaica's poverty rate.
You know, have to ask him. Jamaica poverty rate. The world. When you talk about poverty,
CJ, what is the Jamaica's poverty rate?
Who runs the government? Who support the government?
What do you mean by that?
Jamaica's no.
I'm going to answer.
Matthew, answer the question first.
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
Who is the government in any country? Let's just look broad, look wide and broad. Who is the government of any country? Who
The
support
government is an arm of various different agencies.
Yeah,
What do you mean by
that
that?
question is vague.
Where
Virgin.
does the government get its money to support?
No,
the
1
government?
second, bro. You ask who is the government. That is a vague question, bro.
Well, it can be a vague question, but he answer part
Let
of it.
let me explain to him who's the government.
No. Just let me handle this, comment.
Don't answer
Let
that.
me
Don't
handle
answer. Come on. Don't answer who is the government, bro. That is too vague. That question come like it don't make no sense, bro. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Because there can be many meanings to the
Yeah.
question, who is the government? Many meanings. So, listen,
let me ask
I
you
wanted to go back to
then.
my
Who do you-
original, I
let me
wanted to
ask
go
you-
back to my original question. What is the
I ask
poverty
you-
rate of Jamaica?
If I ask it in a different way,
Go ahead.
who do you see? Who do you see the government has? Who, in your opinion, in your terms, who is the government?
You're still asking a vague question.
What structure of government does Jamaica practice? We run a democracy, sir.
Not just a democracy, but a Westminster democracy.
A Westminster democracy, and it's also a capitalistic state. The government, this is not a socialist. This is not a socialist government, sir. So the government does not entitle
And what
to
is the
distribute.
responsibility? What is the responsibility of a democratic government? What is that? What is their responsibility to the people or to their country?
To ensure that the people, under a democratic government, the responsibility is to ensure that the people have a level of freedom, and also that essential services are provided, like I mentioned before. There's no interchangeable thing there. It's essential services and a level of freedom. That's it.
Would you honestly say that those services are being provided to those?
Yes, I would honestly say that Jamaica is providing essential services.
Matthew, stop making go around the question. Hold on, DJ. Hold on, DJ. The man a go around the question where 1 second. The man a go around the question where you ask him. Ask the man the question where you ask him. Can ask 3 questions since you asked him that 1 question, bro.
All right, so CJ, I'm going to ask you this one last time. What is the poverty rate of the nation?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, the absolute poverty rate has been nearly eradicated, I believe, and you can quote
3.2%.
Thank you. And the poverty rate that is not absolute. Bro, let me answer. You said you don't know, so you can learn something today. So when I'm saying something, don't disrupt me. That is disrespectful, please. Right, the poverty rate in Jamaica is at 8%, I believe. Around 8%.
7, 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What do you mean, oh my God?
That's what I would say too.
0.2%.
No. When you say poverty, what you mean? I mean, is it an inclusion?
CJ, there is an international meaning for the word poverty. You're acting like poverty is just a national word. There's an international meaning for the word poverty.
And it
So don't come to me.
It means the same thing everywhere you go.
Well, Robinson. To be fair, we're going off of the UN's definition of poverty, which is earning under a certain amount. And to be honest, most Jamaicans are not in poverty. So listen, don't come to me and use the whole what definition of poverty.
Hold on, Matthew. Jamaicans don't live on $1 a day, sir.
Yes.
I'm going to say something.
Or less than $1 a day.
I'm going to say something and conclude everything that I want to say. You know,
I don't understand. Why are you asking all these questions? What's your point? What you
I'm going to get to the point.
He's going to come over here and he's going to drop him talking points them and then he's going to take off because he has to go and he can't stay long. Over here, we're not appropriate like that, bro.
Let me land now. I'm getting to the point.
1 second, CJ. CJ, 1 second before you go. May I get it? 1 second. I just have a question. You have enough time or you have enough battery on your phone after you said this, you're not going to go away, right?
No, let's see what time it is. Maybe like 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Because we know not always depend on time. I just want to know how much time you have. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I'm going to say this with no apology.
Is it a fact, CJ, or is it your opinion?
Listen, it was done in Cuba. And it
are you going to try and compare Cuba to Jamaica? Look at Cuba.
No, listen. You're missing the point.
Then make the point.
I cannot say what I really want to say. It was done in Cuba, and it can be done in Jamaica.
Man, go with that because Manly aligned with Cuba and
No,
put us
DJ. Right now, there's many stuff that you could mean right now, but I'm going to take it as you're talking about a revolution because the last time you were on another platform talking about revolution, CJ. You're not going to revolute against shit. So just know your place. One second, CJ. 1 second, DJ. The day you decide to rise a matic against the government, CJ, is the day them plow you down, and I will revel in that day where you do that.
How many people are in Jamaica?
The day you decide to take up a matic, I will revel in the day that you fall on the floor.
Hold on, let me answer that. What the question?
How many people are in Jamaica?
1 million.
1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. But how many of those 1 million are labor rights?
No, so since am I right or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
All right, so tell me, you have to correct me then, Virgin.
Jamaica have almost 3 million people right now.
Okay.
Much.
Continue. What's
and
your
then
question?
if you look at the broader
It's
diaspora,
almost 3 million because the population is decreasing. But go on.
Well, the police are killing them out. But
No, that's not right. No, it's because of immigration. Don't come with that foolishness.
Well,
don't come with
let's
that.
say, all right. Let's say 2 points.
DJ, go back to your original point because what you were saying was false and I corrected you, and then you came with the police that killed them off bullshit. Now go back to your original point and don't spout bullshit in my ears.
Back to the original point. Well, like I said, what was done in Cuba is very likely.
Yes, a CJ PMP.
What was done in Cuba? We don't know what was done in Cuba. What was done in Cuba?
What do you know that was done in Cuba?
I don't
CJ,
know.
CJ, no, Robinson, one question. One second. Do you see this current state of Cuba, CJ, or are you somehow blind to that? Do you see the current state of Cuba? Yo, Omar, go on mute, please. Go on mute, please. Go on mute, Omar, please. Go on mute. Thank you. CJ, do you see the current state? Because listen, I'm going to reason with you first. Because listen, I honestly, really and truly, I'm going to just reason with you first. Do you see the current state of Cuba?
Hold on, Matt. Let me ask TJ a question. CJ, do you think that
let him answer my question.
made the hurricane? No, I just want to know where him headspace there. CJ, do you believe the hurricane was created by
let's blue collar. Let's not go there. Let's not go there with him. Let us not go there with him. Let us just stay on the topic because you see when we shift the topic over and over and over, him just don't do that. Just answer my question.
Come to spread propaganda.
Sandra, just let the man answer my question now. I just want to know, do you see the current state of Cuba?
I know the current state of Cuba, sir.
What is the current state of Cuba, sir?
They are living in dilemma. What is it caused by? Who put that upon them? Why? Do you know that even Cubans that are living abroad and they work and they want to send money back home to their family, there is a sanction put on Cuba that
there's no sanctions on Cuba, sir. It's called an embargo. Embargo is
not from Jamaica. Not from Jamaica.
Hold on, Matthew, let him know. There's a sanction put on Cuba based upon what you say, right? So everything where you just say about Cuba, it don't sound like anything good to me. So why you want us to be like Cuba?
Because that's the position your government, your prime minister is taking the country into
Cuba.
No, it's not.
Listen, CJ, you see,
Andrew ass.
CJ, you see, if that was true,
your prime minister is taking the country into.
CJ, 1 second now.
Sandra, why you allowing the man to hat up your head?
CJ, you see, don't make them rile you up, Sandra. No, we pass that again. We now make them do that. Listen, if we are say it's true, Virgin, you see, before the storm come, the evacuation, it would have been mandatory and everybody would have to move, Virgin.
You think you could have tell Fidel Castro say you're not going nowhere? You think you could have tell Fidel Castro that? Ask a CJ, could you have told Fidel Castro say you're not going nowhere?
But Fidel Castro was for the people.
Could you have told Fidel, you're not answering my question, could you have told Fidel Castro during a mandatory evacuation that you're not going anywhere? That may I ask you?
But even if I can't tell him something not going away, it's for my own good.
But when Andrew do it, he's a dictator.
Matthew,
very much.
Let me ask you, Matthew, check this out. Why you never?
Yes, Erica.
When Manley aligned himself with Castro, right, and then got all this money and put us in debt because of his alignment with that regime. Why you never hold him accountable feet when you're back in idea?
So what?
I said when Manley aligned himself with Cuba, right? And we got slap on the wrist. We got basically got punished for it.
By who?
By the high interest rate of the loan from the IMF, right? And put Jamaica in a hole where my generation and the kids them in the future are still pay that debt to this day. Why you guys didn't do something about it?
Listen, what Michael Manley was trying to establish, it was far above the comprehension. Jamaican people couldn't comprehend it.
You see,
I think you're the one who lacked.
Okay.
I think you're the one who lacked
CJ.
basic comprehension.
Okay, CJ, we couldn't comprehend it. We couldn't, but obviously you have. So explain it to us, please.
Okay, so Michael Manley was trying to put Jamaican people on a path to let us know that even though we got independence on paper, independence is something that we had was to work for. Jamaica still not reached that stage because our mind not prepared. We're not prepared. Independent means that you're free to do a certain things, but you have to work now to make yourself independent. And what he was trying to do, he was trying to make us self-reliance, that we don't borrow from the IMF and they charge us high interest rate and all of those things. Grow your own food, make your schools self-reliance where they can you grow your own food, you do your own this, you do your own that. That's why he was aligning himself with the Cubans. When the Cubans came to Jamaica, I think it was the Osemati, Garvey Maceo High School that they built. Those schools could run on their own. They was generating their own gifts from the waste of the animals. They was planting their own food. They was making their own uniform for the kids. They were doing everything.
For 18 years, and that 18 years was worse than Melissa.
No.
Manley picked the wrong side.
Worse than Melissa.
One second, you're mentioning
Manley picked the wrong side and lost. He thought Russia would be the next superpower. He lost.
Blue collar. That's not even important right now. Who
He
will
lost.
be the next superpower?
And
But
we're
CJ,
moving
what I
forward.
have,
Don't come over here, come distract us, CJ.
No, what you guys not understanding is that there's two power that run on Earth here. You have democracy and you have socialism.
no, you don't.
Listen,
Socialism
no,
does
no,
not.
no,
Socialism
no.
does not run
No,
anything.
sir.
It doesn't come
Not
close
true.
to running anything.
But you cannot rule it out, sir. You
Yes,
cannot
I
rule it
can.
CJ,
I really can.
CJ, let me tell you what we not understand, Virgin. Because we not understand something for true, you know. You're right. May I agree with you upon that. We not understand not what you say, Virgin. You just say a bunch of something and we not learn nothing, bro.
because you don't, because you lack your
CJ,
mind.
more ask a question before you go. Because I know you're limited on time. I know as a big man, you don't have time to waste, right? So I just want to ask a question. Right. What's the premise of us getting independence?
I know me don't know because I can't know independence.
What? No, okay. You don't know what.
Well, then, so they're free from slavery. That's what I would say. That's one part of it. I don't know. Because
CJ, emancipation and independence are two different stuff. So I don't know what you're talking about.
but I don't see, what is it? You tell me, because you know, I up until now, I don't see. Because Jamaica don't run what?
Based upon the fact that have you ever take a minute out of your busy schedule for go through the 2030 vision, sorry.
Have I ever looked into it, you said?
Yes, the 2030 vision. Me know you're busy now, but just like
not directly to sit down and look at it.
so you have never looked to the 2020 vision or do any form of research on the 2020 vision, right?
Not exactly.
Huh?
Not exactly.
Are you living in Jamaica or are you a Jamaican?
I'm a Jamaican living some overseas.
All right, you're living overseas. As a Jamaican, if you hear that there's a 2030 vision, you don't think it should be a point of duty for at least look at it, so see what it says.
Well, that, yeah, in a sense, yeah, but
No. You can't, hold on, CJ. You cannot say yes but, and then say but. That means you just disregard the yes. It's a simple question. As a Jamaican citizen, we live anywhere. If there's a 2030 vision and it available to the public, you don't think we as Jamaicans should make it our point of duty to go Google it and look it up and read through it to see what it says.
well, that's true, yeah. But that doesn't rule out the fact of how your prime minister is handling the situation in Jamaica.
CJ, I have
came
one
up
question
with
for
the
you.
2030
One second.
vision?
I have a question, CJ. How are you overseas talking about a revolution in Jamaica when you wouldn't suffer in that revolution? Why don't come down into Jamaica and do that revolution, CJ? Go down to Jamaica and do that revolution, or CJ, lead the revolution.
When Castro was
CJ,
where was
hold on,
Castro?
don't
when
go
he
No,
was-
CJ, you need to be the Castro and go down to Jamaica and lead that revolution,
don't
please.
go
I
to
would
Castro
love to
yet.
watch that.
CJ,
There's
don't
many
go.
Castro rising up right now.
CJ, don't go to Castro yet, bro. 1 second before you go to Castro. Let's go. Did you know that Andrew Holness came up with the 2030 agenda, vision?
Because it was introduced to him.
Yes or no, bro?
It was introduced to him. He never created.
Oh, so who created?
Whoever introduced it to him. This thing is bigger than you guys.
Bro, listen, CJ. You know, I just proved to you a while ago. You're talking about something you have no idea about, bro.
No, well, listen.
No, but you're gonna speak on something where you don't know about, CJ. We're gonna give misinformation.
You're the one that brought up 2030.
Yes, but as a well-thinking person, CJ, you should say, I am not privy to that information, so I can't speak on it.
Well, I never spoke on it.
I
told you that I never looked into it. Wasn't that what I said? You asked me and I said I did.
You just deflected and mentioned something else pertaining to it and saying that he never made the idea. So clearly you have more intelligence about it than you let on.
Well,
you're going to say something like
let
that.
me ask you this. Was he the one that came
No,
up
you're
with
not going
the
to ask me anything,
You can't
CJ,
ask
because
me
the question was originally meant for you to answer. So you can't ask me to
can't
answer
flip
the
it.
question that you were to answer.
When was it even made? When was it even made? When was it finished?
But you're asking me again, and I'm asking you, since you know so much and you're teaching me, and I'm sitting here learning, and I appreciate that.
But CJ, because if you were learning, you would have learned from history that a bloody revolution goes nowhere. It didn't go for Cuba. It doesn't go for most countries that try it. If you were learning, you'd learn from history. But you clearly
maybe Jamaica.
No, CJ, you lack the ability to learn from history. So how can you learn from a simple mere human
You don't
being?
know how Jamaica one will turn out.
So you want to risk it by chance. So if 80% of revolutions go bad, you want to risk that Jamaica is in that 80%?
Well, listen. At this point in time, what's going on right now with this wicked man?
Oh, so it's worth a potential. It's worth Jamaica going into the 80% of where we're likely to go in a civil war. It's worth going into a civil war. It's worth going into a state
right
of
now,
Haiti.
Anything is right now is better than having.
Listen, CJ, I am sorry, but I cannot listen to this brain rot much longer. Goodbye. Goodbye, CJ. I cannot listen to this because I'm not going to have somebody. I'm not going to have somebody here. No, I'm not going to have somebody here justifying a revolution and wanting to put innocent Jamaicans underground in problems because he wants to fulfill his fetishization of communist ideology. Because this whole revolution thing doesn't work.
Matthew.
He might talk about revolution and all of that. For one, like what you said, him not there. So him not gonna feel the effect side. You know, this is where the people them want, brethren. They want to rile up the government because rile up the people them to turn against the government, bro. That is what they want.
Matthew.
You're so right, Robinson. You can see the playbook. You can see the playbook because even the opposition leader is leading from behind and telling and sending them out for also come start this agenda, right, to undermine the government. And it's simple. Some of them are talking about revolution and can't even fight for themselves. They can't even fight for their own self, but they want to come fight for Jamaican people. Like it's sickening, bro. And we must once them get to that, once they get, and thank you, Matthew, for taking him down. Because once them get to that point, we need to get rid of them out of the conversation. We don't have to.
You don't understand that this is a sentiment that goes across Jamaica in a lot of dark corners, you know. So you can't be afraid to talk to them, man. The reason why I asked him what was the premise that we gained independence on, because I wanted him to understand something, that we are a country that decided a long time ago that we can deal with the problem without bloodshed, right? We can reason like men. This is why the two-party system, the PMP, and you know the PMP was formed by two cousins, and then one decides, say, oh, we're going to go off and form the JLP, and then through those two initiatives, we was able to move forward in less than 20 years to get independence. So that those two initiatives show that we as men decided that we don't want to go no revolutionary route. And if you support the party that initiated that stance towards a monarchy and can build a constitution, for you come 60 odd years later come and chat madness.
But come on, Gun. It just goes to show you that he's against the progress of the country, and as a Jamaican, him don't even say, all right, because if we are be honest, bro, the whole of this chaos and confusion is the 2030 vision of the problem, bro. That is like the starting out with this smart city one for Bill and St. Elizabeth and this and that. That's a way to come off, bro. Because it was mandated to happen no matter who is the prime minister. So if that are the genesis of the problem we are going through right now, make you see a lot of people are run up and down and said these bunch of things. They don't even take a minute out of them time if you go see what in it, bro. But they might talk about it, talk about things they have no knowledge of, bro. Or you going to talk about something where you don't know nothing about.
Let me just quickly say, any revolution in Jamaica, this idea of a revolution in Jamaica, if you look at revolutions around the globe, 80% of revolutions go badly. And you can look back at each revolution that was tried, or each coup that was tried, everything. You can look back at it. You can look how it went after it happened. You want to bring up Haiti? You want to bring up Haiti when the revolution in Haiti happened. Right after they emancipated themselves from white people, they simply went back to being slaves of their fellow black person. The president of Haiti reinstated slavery for the average Haitians. So they never really escaped slavery after that. If you're looking at Cuba, the current situation shows us that our revolution does not work. If you look at Grenada, the current situation also shows that that revolution does not. In no Caribbean country has revolution worked. In no proper country has revolution worked. Matthew, anytime you have a revolution, it just makes the country collapse.
Matthew, people, please remember to like and share the live. Me never plan for come on today because I'm busy. I do some work. Me go finish at 2 o'clock. Matthew, check the stats, bro. Check and people will watch, I want to check the stats and I want to use them as a case study. Most of these people who are go around and talk about revolution and this and that and where, they don't live in Jamaica. They don't live at Jamaica. So what that I tell you no say?
They might get emotional chop. You know when their family call them and say, yo, me hungry. Don't go. Yo, they feel like that's something for them to blame the government for. But we can just send your people them money, bro.
Bro, and the whole of them have, you can see this, it's like they all have the same playbook. And they go from panel to panel.
Guys, give me 1 second. Let me say something quickly and jump because I drive a truck and I know it on midnight. I don't know if you notice this. But most of the male, especially the younger ones, we out here done cheerleader for the PNP, including the one I named Mitch Montana in the comments. Look if you not look on them, if you don't see them look shaky. We suspect all of them. Me gone.
Where we buy shaky? I mean aquarium type thing or what? Because you know you have some land type aquarium thing are going on like PNP. But I understand it still, but you know, each is one.
Listen, they all have the same playbook, bro. And they go and they trying to spread it and go all over the place. And it's come like them just delusional, bro. That's why we have to eat them with facts when them come. We can't listen to them, we can't talk to them. But the one thing that I'm not gonna take is when them attack, but they want a revolution, when them disrespect the Prime Minister, I call him out time name and all of these things. And check this out too. What I get to realize, right? A lot of us did not come on here as we're being labor rights. We come on here as Jamaicans that want good for Jamaica, right? So if we are talking about, we say, okay, we look at what's going on in Jamaica for the last 9 years and say, guess what? There's a lot of good things happening for Jamaica. There's a lot of good investment. We're making good moves. And if right quick. And if by me defending progress, I'm gonna get labeled as a labor right, I am happy to be a labor right. I am happy to be a labor right. If that takes me being a labor right, I'm a labor right.
Let me also just mention, in 5 years, the minimum wage in Jamaica has been doubled. The minimum wage, I believe right now, correct me if I'm wrong, is sitting at 16,000 Jamaican dollars. Realistically.
Matthew, 1 second. Don't forget your point, Matthew. Mitch, Fontana, you've been in the comment section and text a bunch of something, bro. I'm send an invite multiple times to come up. Nobody will disrespect you over here, bro. Just come give your information where you have, and we can have a reasoning. Go ahead, Matthew. Sorry for cutting.
Right, and the Prime Minister has spoken about doubling the minimum wage in Jamaica to 32,000, right? And the minimum wage has already been doubled in the past few years, in the past 5 years before. Now, if you look at the fact that 32,000 Jamaican dollars, roughly converted to US dollars, is $800 US. And then you look at the federal minimum wage in America, which is, I believe, sits at 1,200 or something to that effect. Jamaica is doing well for itself in terms of development. Anybody who is talking about a revolution, and let us be realistic, the price of everything all over the globe, there's a cost, the costs are rising all over the globe. So we just have to be realistic there. And the minimum wage that was raised, it still outpaces inflation. So anybody who is complaining about, oh, inflation, this costs so much, this costs that much. And a lot of the problems too is that Jamaica is not producing. If Jamaica starts producing more, then the country borrows more, which in turn strengthens the Jamaican currency and allows people to be alleviated. But you guys just keep importing.
One on that. Hold on, before you go blue collar. We just want a point of order for your correction. This you say 800 US. I think your maths might be a little bit off.
200 US.
No.
I mean, for each month. I mean, the month, because it's for each week. For the month.
So you talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right. I just wanted to clarify that.
No problem. I meant the 32,000 for the 4 weeks, which would roughly estimate to 800 USD. That's what I meant. I didn't mean the 32,000 would be 800 USD. Thank you for.
So what I'm saying is, Matthew, the government do not have any control over inflation. So if anybody's thinking that, no country, no government in no part of the world have control over inflation.
No, that's not even the thing. But the government's responsibility would also be to make sure that the minimum wage or that the wages outpace inflation.
We can only outpace inflation.
That is what the government has done. They've made the minimum wage outpace inflation. So the government has done their job. Even in Switzerland, the government makes sure that the minimum wage outpace inflation. Even I don't know about American the minimum wage and inflation. I heard it's very bad there. But I'm not going to speak much on that. But overall, in most countries, the government makes sure that the wages outpace the inflation.
Right.
Marcia. Go ahead, Marcia G. You have to
Marcia
unmute.
G.
You have to unmute, Mama.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah, so yeah, what Marcia said.
No, should have typed something in the comment section. So
Mitch, what I mean I'm making sense. Of course I'm making sense because what I said what I said is true.
Hi. Why
Bless up,
are
Marcia.
good afternoon? Why are we giving light or fully done talking for? What the hell are you guys talking about revolution? You have these beggars on TikTok coming begging tops and like and talking about revolution, and we are leading the story. What kind of thing can pass up? No, think of it. So we have beggars on TikTok who begging tops and like, who are dumb, uneducated, haven't finished high school. Some of them sit down and smoke and drop on TikTok, and they're talking about revolution, and we are picking it up and giving a life to it. Why are we doing that? Why are they leading us? Why don't we talk about that 150 million catastrophe band? Why don't we talk about what the government is doing? We cannot give life to fully done speaker.
No, but the thing is, Marcia, we have to make we have to make them understand what is going on, because these same people go on their platform, Marcia, and they have people over there listening to them, and they're talking about stuff they have no knowledge of. So when they come over here, you have to make sure so the people understand that these are the people we have to go through.
Do you know what's a revolution? Do you know what's a revolution?
They don't know what it is. Exactly.
But why are we giving life to it?
No, we kind of get the gist, you know, but you see the whole point about this, Marcia, where you need to understand, right? The mandate has changed. If you look for the last couple of months, if you look for the type of pressures where the government under.
No, my
a lot of us, what we are saying, hold on, let me see. What about a lot of us are saying, and if you listen, right? What we're saying is like, we want to get on with our life and get to the business of living our life and help build the country. But we are forced to defend the government because guess what? There's some people out there attacking the government right now. And they might do more attacking than we are the defense. So, I mean, look on it, you know, these people come out and say they're for Jamaicans, but the way all that defend the government, we don't understand.
Correct. But
it's like, you attack more than you defend. Are we playing defense right now?
Because you are doing
it's not even playing defense. We're just trying to state the facts and things. And we're trying to highlight the good things that are happening. And we're not going to say everything is perfect, right? But as you can see, we see a lot of progress comparing to what's been going on when the opposition had the control of the company for 18 years of my life, the earlier parts of my life. We're just talking about the progress that we're seeing happening right now, the things that are happening. And you can see the people that are turning on the Prime Minister, the media, right? Turning on the Prime Minister, the business people, a lot of the business people talking down on the Prime Minister because they don't want poor people to get a higher minimum wage, right? And some people are talking about the minimum wage that make no sense. Well, you can go back to art, you can go to learn a trade and relearn, invest in yourself. They must say the taxi fare too high. Well, that's a personal thing. A lot of the private taxi owner and private bus, the government not control how much fare them charge. But that's why they must try to expand JUTC across the island so the fare is cheaper. And it's the same thing in America. Public transportation is cheap.
Marcia, the government negotiates with them. I don't think they directly control.
They don't control it.
Negotiation.
They do control it because when they make come to a price, they said to charge $30, you can't go over the $30.
Yeah, but before they also negotiate too. They negotiate.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but that's why we have, and that's why the government is trying to expand on the public transportation across the island, because the public transportation is always cheaper for the public, right?
Yeah, way cheaper.
way cheaper. So you're gonna have just like how look what the taxi man them do in the while the hurricane was happening. When they raise up the fear upon the people them, and have to send police, and about 50 something of them get arrested. Okay, they did that on their own because they're wicked to them own people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that diverted
people.
police, that diverted police
Resources.
police resources from the disaster to put towards people who just didn't want to actually follow the law, because there was no need, because the people in Kingston were not badly affected. There was no need for people to be raising up the prices in Kingston to that level to where police needed to be sent. So anybody saying that the people are starving, this and this and this and that, and all of that's talking point, all of this communist talking point. Let me just say one thing. If the people really are starving and you guys really care that much, especially to those in the island, why is it that your people who most likely vote PNP, and even if they don't vote PNP, who sympathize with PNP, why is it that they are the ones who are raising the prices to that level to disadvantage the regular Jamaican? Ask yourself that. Because we love to call on yourself the party of taxmen, the party of this and the party of that. So ask yourself, why is your fellow people raising the prices on you during this catastrophic disaster?
What? No, why? No, hold on. Why they doing that? Plus, why you not giving the people them the information how to access the government's support? Why you keep telling the people that the government doing nothing when you have the information and where to go get things? You know that NHK responsible for the housing system. You know who responsible for the light. You know who responsible for the internet. You know who responsible for fixing the road. You know all the departments them. In a sense, for you to put everything on the Prime Minister, you know the Prime Minister job. You know the Governor Secretary job. You know the Speaker of the House job. You know all of these people have their specific job, but yet still tear down the government.
And Mitch, let me just say this to you, Mitch. Whoever is starving, let me just make this clear. Nobody in Jamaica has ever died from starvation. And you can hold me to that word. Nobody has ever died because of starvation. And if they have died because of starvation, it's because them starved themselves. Instead of buying food, them go buy a special on the road. So don't come talk about starvation. Nobody not starve. When you just listen, when you just take on the money, go use pen on the wrong things, and then when you're in a financial problem, they expect the government to bail you out. And you're just full of crap. I'm tired of it.
We have a money management problem.
Remember, when we're in a natural disaster zone right now, well, time, because we just had one. Virgin, not trying to sound insensitive, but when you know something and the next person don't know something, it might sound that way. Virgin, the people in a quarter of Jamaica right now, how them live. You have people who live like that every day, Virgin. Constantly, that is their life.
Even before the storm.
Even before, they never even get no storm, but that's how them live. We as Jamaicans, bro, we are our own downfall, Virgin. Because like I said before, they were told to evacuate, they never left, bro. That is very important. Let's not forget that, Virgin. So if they are in these areas and they're starving, bro, it is self-destruction, bro. Because they were told to move and they never left. So don't come back like say, me don't want to forget that. Then tell them
if my mother told me not to touch the stove, if my mother tell me not to touch the stove and I touch the stove and I burn myself, then I deserve to burn myself. That is the same analogy. If the government tell you to evacuate and they don't evacuate, whatever happens to you is just your responsibility.
Exactly. And
I have a question. Hold on. Before you ask the question, I want to add to what the host has said. Why is it in 2025, government's been around for close to 10 years, and you know the initiative demand do for art? Why is it that these people keep telling not pointing out that you can help these people by showing them some of the programs them we are going to art? Why people are foreign enough here telling us say, yo, you can't go art, and you know say you can't go art. You want to go like say the government part that you don't know say you can do them art, go get some qualifications.
Art will pay for them to come there. Art will pay. You get paid to go to school. Listen, you get paid to go to school.
I have proof where I've asked people to go to art and they find every excuse. You understand? They find every excuse. I said, go. You can go and get training on the job and getting pay and getting even money to take you to the work system. And they don't want to do it. They rather to call and get money in their pocket. They don't want to learn nothing.
You know the man them used to say, oh, we go to school, we get all this subject and can't do nothing. When I get subject and the subject they not bring me no. Okay, I understand that. So
DJ, let me tell you something. I am a trained teacher and I started out from heart. I did early childhood first and then I upgrade myself where I went to do my associate and then I did my master's. You understand? From going to heart.
Yeah, so that's why I know say the art initiative is not just more talk program. I talk about a program that ensures that you get qualification that's internationally worldwide recognized.
No,
I understand the practices within the art.
Enough of the youth them where you know
exactly.
Well, enough of the youth them right now where they are art and learn to cook culinary art. A lot of them is working with World Food Kitchen right now with the recovery, feeding people every day. A lot of them right now working with those non-profit.
But say the government not do nothing.
Lazy. Them don't want to work at Jamaica, but them come a foreign country 3 job.
Yeah.
And next thing, watch this. And next thing to Virgin. You remember when this whole thing start going, them say, oh, people are fair show ID and this and that, forget food. Listen, bro. In hindsight, it come like say might as well them that have them down there show ID, Virgin. Because one man a claim 3-4 bag, Virgin. And then
the same man probably gonna tell the people themselves food now.
Poor DJ Marley can't get a bag, bro, because them come with a certain amount. Matthew can't get a bag because me get 4 or 5 bag, Virgin. So government do nothing to people, bro. Are the people themselves are self-destruct themselves? Why is there that to this day in Jamaica you still have house with zinc pan it from in the 80s, Virgin? Explain that to me. What government have to do with that? As I'm paint pan them house from in the 80s. No upgrade.
Robinson,
and you blame government?
It's a mindset, Robinson. I remember me always say it every day, you know. Some people house a leak and then take taxi, go beer, buy a bucket to catch the water and empty it every 2 hours. But them now take the same taxi, go buy stop leak to fix the leak in their house. So it's a mindset.
Yo,
government responsible come put on back the roof.
Jamaica.
When Gilbert lick, me I look at picnic when Gilbert lick Jamaica, and me and my family and the youth them in the neighborhood put on back the roof. I couldn't go up on the sit down and straighten out nail. And demand them put on back the roof. So some people for go.
Watch this. You see, Chrissy missed what me just say a while ago, you know. Chrissy said where the people them forget. ID. She totally missed what me just say a while ago. But me can't. Only way me can't help is if you come up on the panel. Me can't help in the comment section because me can't read. Hello, Zara.
Yo, Mitch, I didn't come up in the panel. I'm just going to mute you because listen, you just did this spout a bunch of propaganda.
No, man, we come with it, man, because you see, they rather stay in the chat and type, because if they come up here, them have to speak, and them not have no reasoning ability, them can't communicate, them probably come up and tell me about SYM, cuss we out, because they can't hold a good conversation without cussing you and calling you up a name, because them have a talking point where them sticking by, and them not have no facts behind what they're saying.
The whole time,
it's all feelings and emotion.
DJ, the whole time them in the comment section are just the same thing. It look like to me them copy and paste it, and them every time them write are the same thing them as a Virgin, nothing different. Yeah. Just the words them scrambled on their own, not different. Them not say much, Virgin.
A lot of them structures down there in Westmoreland was not houses, sir. Just be brutally honest.
Facts.
It was not horses. It was
shots.
No,
Shots.
no, Bertie. We not block them, Bertie. One day them are gonna learn. Make them stay. I can't learn anything here. We don't but you're there long though. Why you each up on somewhere where you can't learn nothing, Bertie? That don't make no sense.
And people
Fontana.
I'm
Let
not
me talk to
sensitive.
Fontana. I talk to Fontana in a comment.
Make Fontana distract me.
Yo, just ignore
Hold
the
on. Mr. Distraction, one on.
Don't give him the time of day because if he's not coming up, if he's not coming up to speak,
Here with me, I
we're
said,
not going there.
one tell what? Hold on. You know, you have a bridging down a White House, right? You have a house where man babysit for you. Yeah, not babysit, all sit, sorry. And then there are some people going towards Black River, right? Then get knocked down there, you know that. Everything lift up down there. And we are trying to reach to this man for weeks. I couldn't reach to the man. You know, we find out that the man okay and thing, and it's not just so bad. But when I question now, when I ask him, I say, oh, you get none of the food, and we're going, man say every time you go get food, because you're up in the hills, them, you understand? Just across from Sandals, there, so. And every time you go down in a town, which part them disseminate the food, it's like, it's late. So it's like other people, down a Black River, say I carry things go give. The man, they say, you know, the amount of rice, amount of flour they have. A bridging I tell me, say, the amount of tin food they eat. The people then say, oh, they might get food. So when you hear other people come and say they're hungry, I'm just finding this a man will all sit for somebody.
But
They say, man, no, well,
come on, grown. A lot of them people are hustling the thing.
honest enough.
Them are hustling aid.
No,
Them
what
get
me I
aid
say?
and them turn around and sell it.
I'm not trying to show you say other people are getting and give to other people when not rich. When you know say, all right, if a truck come, you know say the truck will get bomb rush. How long it will take? 1 hour, 2 hours? So if you're not there in the vicinity of that truck, you might lose out. Because I'm like the people that say, yo, me got already, man. Get money down the road. Their own people. You have to understand, say, the people them have a dirty mentality where they not look after each other. And because they not look after each other, it make it hard for whoever in a government to help them.
But the thing is, them have to understand, so these private donors can't sustain these aid, you know. Sooner or later, this are gonna run out. You understand me? And there's the problem gonna come in. So they might take the things and waste it and sell it and hustle it. Dog name them suffer.
Jamaican, yo, you know why me never too hard on Jamaican people, because yo, you see Jamaican people, we know how to survive. And if the man them a chop the line, me kind of give that a pass. Me not gonna say nothing to them, because at the end of but my problem is on social media, all people are supposed to know better politicize the thing. You understand? I want to come in a conversation with people where highly sensitive to the plight and the issue. I want to come make it look like say we don't care about the people then.
Exactly.
But me I look for real measures for help the people.
Them are gaslight the people them. And they call, you see those people, you call them the intellectual dishonest people. Intellectual dishonest people. Doing it for years, bro. I know something new, you know. It's their playbook.
DJ.
Melissa and rebuild us back. Them feel like say that will make him look so good, them now go win back power. So them basically a campaign in the middle of this disaster. And them are trying to discredit
But me hear
what
man
he's
say
doing.
that out of their mouth. Me hear man say that out of their mouth. like literally after the thing drop. Me hear man look and say, yo, listen, we now work with Andrew because Andrew gonna use that. It can make Andrew look good. I mean, I say, yo, Andrew look good. You tell me say you gonna refuse it. That's the people that because you know what, Andrew look good.
But look here, me say PNP, NP hand out aid in a PNP colors, in a bright orange shirt. Like, you know, have no other clothes in your closet. If that's not psychological campaigning to the people, them, why you need to wear orange to the people? Them?
Mitch,
because they want the people them identify the relief with them party.
Fontana, you're still there, even though you can't learn nothing, bro. So you see, you're still there. You and Chrissy there, I'm sending both on an invite and you don't come up. No problem still. I love the whole of few people, you know. We love the same way, bro.
Listen,
not
me I watch Fontana in the chat type, you know. I type, sometimes in type in a lower case. And then in type in a caps.
He must shout.
He must shout type. In a female, you
shouting, Fontana. What you shouting about, lad?
Fontana.
Right now, we can't deal with that right now. Him down there in his own local world.
Fontana, stop shout type, virgin. Stop it. It's a birthday I do it. Birthday I do it. Birthday I show file this morning.
When I wicked.
Look up on CB's profile this morning, Virgin. Listen to me, Virgin. We have a lot of work for the Virgin because you see, if we be discouraged and left them people have to roam free, Virgin, we already in a trouble, you know, but it go worse. We have a lot of work for do. The people them say they don't want to even hear anything, Virgin.
Bro, yo, listen, me have some people for your respect, you know, and one of them, you have to give one of them. Me have some people in respect because they're not afraid for going into the trenches. You see, Matthew not afraid for going in the trenches with them, you know. You see me, I say every time you go on the line, I see Matthew, I have to go check it out because Matthew over there, I beat them bad.
DJ.
And I beat them with facts.
You see, anytime I go over there, me not go over there go give them no facts. Me just go over there go troll them. Anything them I talk about, as me reach, the argument change. Because me I throw them off, Virgin. Me go in the comment section and I spam it with beer green art.
Yeah, man. Them.
I feel like whatever party, me not call no name. You know what? They feel like they're going to profit from this kind of propaganda against the government and realize the damage they might do to the society and a whole. And that's one of my biggest problems. Honestly, me not going to tell a lie. But when it comes to the danger to the whole population and as a whole, my future pitney them, I have to do something, I have to say something, I have to stand for something. It's not that me want to come out and argue with a man for personal opinion.
They come on.
I grew up in a time where they tell us to mind a business.
They come on, watch this, bro. Fight that comment section. Watch where him type. JLP. How uno so arrogant. Dunks. Can't call somebody dunks. Bro. Bro. Who teach you English? I wouldn't
Mitch, that's why I say I want to talk. Yes, when you see a man look attention, it's kind of akin to, you ever see some, I say, I don't call him a girl because woman, not even woman look attention so I get when a man cry for attention so much, it's like, what's going on, brother? You lonely?
Mitch, let me correct the statement for you.
Yeah, right.
How are you so dunce and arrogant? You can't call somebody dunce while being dunce.
Matthew.
He might type too fast, man. That's
Matthew, listen about Matthew. I left them with them ignorance, Virgin, because them swear say them have sense. Jesus.
Yeah. Bro, you have to correct yourself.
This man just said we the Jamaican people has to call out the PM when he is out of line. We the Jamaican people have to call out the PM when he is out of
Matthew,
line.
stop. Don't correct them, Virgin.
No, well, I know, you know, that's good though. That's good, man.
Virgin,
That's good.
I hope viewers, I hope you pay attention, Virgin, because you will learn things here. Virgin, me never mean to come live today.
The man was so attention.
Me never mean to come live today, but it was much wordy. And may I move in a DJ.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man. So people.
Yeah, man, bless up yourself, bro.
Sorry, we couldn't come on.
One thing you have to say.
2 days, but we're kind of busy. See, whole place empty. Empty. So,
How where I go?
Me I go Hawaii.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
You have to come link me, man.
All right, now see a word. Cause close enough. No, I just.
Yo, for real, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
Close
but
up
one
to
thing you
your
have to
side.
say, whether you a laborite or you just love Jamaica and you want good for Jamaica, we have to start speaking up. You know what I mean? We have to start speaking up for our country. Cause we can't let the country to
DJ, me not cut you. Watch this. Fantana again. Read where bright, Virgin. Me can't read it. Read where bright.
Your platform is bestless. Mitch, what does bestless mean?
It
What
is
does
the
that mean?
same.
Matthew,
Bias.
don't,
You can't
Matthew.
even spell.
Leave him alone, Matthew. Leave the man alone, Matthew.
The platform is best. Oh my God.
People, may I go come on back tomorrow? Yeah, may I come on back tomorrow? We can have a conversation. Fantana, you have a brother same way, bro. We love you. Chrissy, we love you same way, bro. All our way are one people, bro. Not because we have a different political whatever.
Affiliation.
Yeah, we love people them same way, bro. We just here to try show no the obvious, bro, because we can't see. But me go come on back tomorrow, people. That one I just have a little short one to do for address some things because we can't keep the idiot them in the space too long and we not out here saying none. So we have to come balance it. So bless up everybody. Big up Matthew. Big up Blue Collar. The command gun. Big up One Queen D. Bless up to CMA. Everybody in the comment section.
Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up Fantana. Big up Fantana. No.
Big up.
Man to make it man Fantana. No feel no way, yeah?
Yeah, man. Big up. I love what brother the name again? What his name? I love same way man name, man. The brother that write the foolishness. Fantana.
Oh.
I love same way, bro. When you come over here, so you're gonna learn something, bro. So keep on coming back. Big up everybody and thanks for coming through and we chat again. Tina, we have to, bro. We have to.
Bless,
all right, everybody. Bless
Bye,
up.
guys.
And respect for come through. All right, mama. Bless up everybody. Matthew, little bit.
Yeah, man.
DJ say a baseless if I try to say, well, he say it wrong, but we're going.
Heaven, filling your home with peace and joy, because you will see my true blessing in the harmony and stability that comes to your family, in health and wisdom, which will bring times of happiness and a new life. You must believe in me and accept the reality that a better future for all those who love me is possible. Very soon, you will see many dreams you thought you could never achieve come to life. I, your omnipotent and supernatural God, am always with you. I will care for you, protect you, and uphold you today and for
Night, so I go on tonight till 12 o'clock, which would have been my
Make your body money always a put on the color shirt there, eh? Yo, I'll burn to kill them and all of them artists there. We don't discuss me.